Hey YouTube model railroaders, Outlaw Railroader here. Quick update on the channel. Um, what have I been doing? Jonesing for a layout. I need to get a layout together. I've put a couple of videos together. Just I'm getting back into the hobby, so I picked up some train show orphans and I've got my little bench here where I can play with stuff that I get off a marketplace or at the train shows and any little thing that follows me home. But I got to get a layout going. So, because this ain't working. This is not enough. I need more. So I got to make a little bit of room here. I got this small area in the corner of the, kind of like the corner of my living room. Not a real big house at all. Bunch of RC car stuff, and I got to get all this stuff boxed up and probably stick it up in the attic in the garage. But the goal is to make room, get rid of stuff so I can put a little layout together. And, we'll see how that turns out. But first, got to put it together. Got to build some. I got a piece of plywood. Look at this. I got some scrap plywood. It's probably a 4 by, I would say 6 feet. It got cut up for something else last layout I built, but it was left over, and I got some scrap 2x4s down here that I can maybe hammer out a quick base bench work for this. There's no tracks or anything on it. It's a clean slate of a piece of wood. You'd also notice there's another piece of plywood that's behind it. You might even notice it's got some feeder wires coming out of it. This does have a layout on the other side of it. That's coming. That's a future video. This is really where I'm going to start a more permanent layout for me. But in the meantime, I got some scrap wood, scrap 2x4s, and I went to a train show recently, and I picked up this box filled with about 50 pieces of lifelike power lock. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to put a basic layout together on this. Next video will probably be me with the bench work all put together. I don't know if I'm going to put legs on it or not yet. And try to put a basic layout on it. There's 50 pieces, 3 turnouts. I don't know. What do I got? 34 straights and 23 curves. I'm going to try to work with this and see. It's a little rough. This power lock track, I don't know where it's been all its life, but it looks rough. So, I mean, I got this track. I got a couple of, it came in a lot in this tote that I bought. It had some other stuff in it that I really wanted, but the lifelike power lock track is, but why throw it away? And if I take it to a train show, I'll be lucky to get $5 for it. So I'm going to try to put a layout on that piece of wood, try to do some nice bench work, maybe do some scenery, and, then I'll be able to start running some trains, and that'll help. I can get some content up and running. And then maybe I can find, maybe through word of mouth, or there's a church that's not far from where I live that has train shows a couple of times a year. And I was thinking maybe I could find some enterprising, energetic, young, up-and-coming engineer who would like to have a layout. Find some kid that could really benefit, and I'll give it away. That'll make for some content. Him and his parents are going to have to put up with me and my stupid phone, but it'd be fun to do. Give me something to play with, and then maybe through the church or in some other way, shape, or form, I will find a way to get this in the hands of, because it's not really going to cost me much to put it together. Scrap stuff I got laying around. So I'm going to do that. I'll keep you posted. Next video ought to be of something that looks more like bench work and the beginnings of a layout. I'm going to need some help maybe coming up with a track plan. It's probably not going to be much fancier than a basic oval, but with the 3 turnouts, I got a couple of different options. But next video. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and Outlaw Railroader out.